Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. Let's go, gentlemen. Tiger Stripe's back. Excellent. So, I had initially started recording this episode. I got about 5 whole minutes, not even, of footage. And the game decided to crash on me. Isn't that nice? Unfortunately, it took me about half an hour of gameplay to get that 5 minutes of footage. So, I'm hoping it won't take that long for us to get a hold of another contact. And perhaps we can, sort of use the experience from not finding any ships to find some ships quicker. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to try. So where we last left off, last episode, how many times can I get last in a sentence? We sent 2 Greek freighters to their last destination at the bottom of the sea. And now we're going around looking for more. Preferably not Greek, though, because it doesn't appear as if that adds anything to the final mission. And it's certainly not the convoy that we are supposed to be intercepting either. So, yeah. That's what's going on there. The sun is rising, which is great, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of a foggy day, and I'm using my experience with the previous recording session to come to that conclusion that it's going to be foggy, which means it's going to be difficult to find things. You're pointing, but I know you don't see anything. It's foggy and there's nothing out there, so don't waste my time. Thank you. And yeah, so basically what's going to happen is I'm going to be back when we find a ship to sink. Hopefully it won't take me that long, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys when something exciting happens. Alright, screw the BDU and their stupid find a convoy bound for England out in the middle of the freaking sea. We're going by Cork so we can check out some of these merchant ships. Now I'm just going to accelerate time just a little bit to see if we can see where they're going, and we can. They're headed to England, so that's good. We're going to rise up. Probably should have checked my periscope first, but you know what? It's been a while. It's been, I think, 2 days in game. I'm feeling kind of sick of hunting, and I just want to get some kills. Trim that up about like so.
Recharging battery.
Okay. So what do we got here? These guys are green. So what does this mean? I think it means that I shouldn't shoot them because then the BDU will get very mad at me. Let's find out. Hopefully it's clear enough that I can sort of see who they're representing. This is too bad because these are very nice looking ships, but I have a feeling with it being a tricolor, those would be Belgium maybe? I'd like to get a bit closer to find out. That looks like it might be a French flag. Time to get cheaty, gentlemen. Ah, it's an Irish flag. And I would imagine, same on this guy. Alright. Well, we're not at war with the Irish, so we're not going to sink their ships. Although they should be a bit more cautious here. That much is for sure. Now, I think there was another military ship over this way.
Ship sighted.
But
158.
All stop. We're reaching course end. Would you like to plot a new course, Captain? Maybe a search pattern?
no, we've been doing search patterns for 2 days. What I would like to do is discover some ships. So in case you're wondering about how I go hunting, this is basically how. I'll pick a point on the map that I want to scope out. This is looking fairly good because obviously there's a port there, and so a lot of traffic should be coming through. What I will do is pick my point, get myself down to periscope depth,
Current depth 10 meters.
and then just use this sucker.
Clear. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2
Those are probably the Irish ships, so we're not going to bother pursuing them. And that's about it. So in the entire North Atlantic, that's all we can see and or hear, which is a little frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm going to head back, get myself pointed in the right direction, and head back to this sweet spot. I think this is where we found that massive convoy. And then we'll go from there. We can see our area of operations certainly does go out far. But we've already burned about 10% of our fuel. If we don't see anything, I might push it out a bit further. The only problem is, once you push it out further, you know, it means that there's a lot more ocean. At least when we keep it close to the Irish coastline and the English coastline, this is where these fleets have to come in, right? It's either going to be going into France or coming up into England. And so, with our target being England, a lot of the ships should be coming through here. I hope. Anyway, I'll be back, hopefully, with something exciting. Alright, so after about 4 or 5 days at sea, not coming up with anything except for those 2 Greek ships that we sunk, and blowing through quite a lot of our fuel, I think it's time to turn around and head to Helgoland for a resupply. So we're going to head that way. And that is thankfully still within the area of operation. So if I can get some hunting done in here, it'll count towards that. If not, then we'll just have to head home empty-handed. Anyway, that is the update. So I will be back with something more exciting and hopefully not just pulling into Helgoland to refuel and resupply. See you guys in a bit. Music to my ears. Sounds like we got a little freighter or something up there, and it is within our range. So, we're going to leave the map screen. We're going to leave this screen. It's nicely set up and discovered, or perhaps not. Perhaps I have to be the only one who can listen to it, which makes it difficult to get this guy. Oh, of course. Well, at least it's some good weather to clear the channel with. That's a bonus. But, yeah, we're not going to be able to see anything for now. We got enough fuel kicking around to do a little bit of hunting. Let's get on up to the surface and see if we can't possibly intercept this guy. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Forgot to give myself a speed. Makes life frustrating, doesn't it? All right.
We're approaching our final waypoint.
Drop down. I was gonna say, are we actually deployed? We are not. Let's speed up some time, see if Benno can pick anything up
Current depth 10 meters.
on the old hydrophone. How's our battery power doing? 100%. That's what I like to see. We're going to inch up a bit. How far is that? It's going to take us that long, eh? It's probably going to be burning through some serious battery power. Or perhaps not. Or perhaps it will. How much have we burned through so far? 2%? Yeah, no, we should be able to do this. It definitely looks like that ship is headed into the harbor. Let's pull this around and down, and yeah, there's nothing that we can really see. The waves are certainly not helping. But, you know what? I guess, you know, it's the ocean, so it's going to get choppy every once in a blue moon.
Surface the boat.
Let's just see if we can't do this from the surface. Alright.
Right.
So, if we take a look at Plymouth here, it is, or not Plymouth, but Falmouth. It is within our area of operations, and it is a harbor, so chances are there's going to be ships inside. And what I don't really want to do is spend too much time up on deck, because we won't be able to dive down quickly if we need to. But for now, we'll just do a little bit of time compression. And at least make sure we get our battery power up. And then we can treat this kind of like Scapa Flow, only instead of hunting battleships, we're hunting merchant ships.
All stop.
So let's just get a distance check. Yeah, that's only about 6 kilometers out. And let's risk it.
Depth under keel is 29 meters, Captain.
Periscope depth.
Deep enough.
New waypoint. Course 2. Returning
Off speed
to
ahead.
course.
Slow
Let's
speed
slow
ahead.
this down a
Shallow
bit, though.
waters, Captain.
Shut down diesel engines. Recharging batteries. Current depth. One, 0 meters.
That is really flashing. How bad?
Depth under keel
Oh,
is
13
12
meters clear? We're
meters.
fine. I mean, yeah, it certainly looks close, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm not worried. The thing that does worry me, though, is where is the port? Is that it over there? There is a green buoy. But I'm pretty sure... Yeah, so the port should be somewhere over here. We just can't see it yet. Well, that does suck. Alright, that's looking really concerning. How bad?
Depth under keel
7.
is 6 meters, Captain.
Yeah, that is
All
getting
stop.
pretty low. And there's not really anything that I can see. But here's what I'm thinking. I know from experience, and thanks to all of our rationing oxygen, we can stay submerged for quite a long time. So I'm thinking we're just going to camp this harbor out for a bit and see if we can't get anything that'll be coming in or coming out. And yeah, we should be able to hit them. So that'll be fun and exciting. I hope I will be back when we've got a contact, or I get bored and decide it really is time to go home. One of those two options. All right, so I decided to leave. Surfaced, started going away, and then
All stop.
that guy showed up. Now he's sitting there going no speed whatsoever. 3 kilometers out.
New waypoint. Course 241. Returning to
Let's
course.
put that down to half speed.
Slow speed ahead.
Would be a good idea. And then if we can just kind of angle it.
Course 6.
All right.
Stop.
Click and a half out. This guy is in within range of our mission profile. And there he is.
Target marked.
Not really sitting there doing anything.
Depth under keel is 30 meters, Captain.
Periscope depth.
Yeah, we do have a few torpedoes to spare. And it's been a long time since we've blown anything up. It's been days since we've blown anything up game time. So, really, what we need to do is teach this guy a lesson. So we're going to go 2-1. What, is he waking up or something? I don't think that we need to really worry about this. That guy's not moving. And what we want to do is try and get a good sinking on this guy. And I believe
Shut down
right
diesel
about
engines.
there,
Recharging batteries.
underneath the
Current
bridge,
10 meters.
is going to be one of the better spots to unleash this torpedo. So I'm going to go ahead and say... We'll just wait for it. Oh, come on. Why are we that deep? This doesn't seem right. There we go. That's better.
Target marked.
All right. We will fire one about there, and we'll see if this actually turns and does the proper thing, or if it's going to go off and do its own thing. It looks like it's going to do the proper thing. So let's just go ahead. It should be nice and clear for this torpedo. It should be a nice straight line into this ship, which is just sitting here, not doing anything, minding its own business. Oh, that woke him up. What I might want to do is get another torpedo ready, in case this one doesn't do the trick. But one torpedo should be good. Come on.
Torpedo impact.
Contact. That sucker is going down. We must have hit the munitions or something. We did something right there. That is a big hole. We can see the mast already coming apart. Yeah, we must have hit the munitions, which is underneath the bridge. Good to know. I had a feeling that's where it was located, and indeed, my feelings were right. And I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Again, it's a destroyer, so it's not going to add too much when it comes to merchant shipping, but it's still going to be something.
Surface the boat.
New waypoint. Course.
So,
18
with that
knots.
victory,
Off course. New waypoint. Course 104.
let's
New
get ourselves
waypoint.
home.
Course 77.
Oh, come on. No,
New waypoint.
that
Course
should be good.
50.
And then we can just
New
follow this
waypoint.
up
Course
into Helgoland
6.
for a
Recharging new waypoint.
resupply.
Course
All right.
36.
That can go down because we're on the surface now. And we should still be able to see it. Perfect. Let's go take a look and watch this destroyer sink. Whoop. There we go. It's not a very good shot with it being dark and rainy, but we can already see that hole is pretty much entirely submerged, which is good. Just speed this
We
up,
are in shallow waters, Captain.
and there we go. Now she's starting to go under. So we can take a look. Front first, and then the ground will swallow it up. Bloop. There we go. Take that, Royal Navy. Nobody liked you anyway. Alright guys, I will be back with something exciting happens probably around the Dover mouth. Thankfully the weather's cooperating and we should have a nice, easy sail home. It's as if the BDU knew exactly what we were going to be doing. Break patrol operations and proceed to act independently. BDU. Yeah, we've kind of been doing that, and we've been, I'm not gonna lie, we've been pretty successful when we don't follow the orders you've given us. So thanks for the tip, BDU. Thankfully it's still stormy, which is gonna make our voyage home easier, and I'll be back when something exciting happens. Alright guys, so we are back. We made it to Helgoland without any sort of trouble. We're going to go ahead, refit our ship.
All stop.
And, oops, what I'm going to do is save it here, Because I've been going for about the better part of 2 hours to get 20 minutes of footage. I'm just going to save it just in case something bad happens. And, yeah, I will be back when something exciting happens. But, I guess this part isn't really necessary. So, whatever. I hope you enjoyed this unnecessary little footage. And, the episode will continue. Hopefully I get an hour out of this sucker. Who knows? But I need a break, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright. After... Oh my god, yes. Dankeschön, gentlemen. After a nice quick dinner, I'm feeling a little more rested and recharged. As is my ship, it looks like. So we are going to head back.
Escort sighted, bearing 134.
Through the channel.
Course 111.
And back out to the Celtic Sea.
97.
And so hopefully we can do this at
Half speed ahead.
half speed ahead, I do believe. Hopefully we'll be able to find something exciting, or have something exciting happen to us and actually find a ship or two to sink. Because as it stands, we need it. So we only spend, I think, 2 days in port. There are no new missions. This is the only thing we can do, and we are so close. We are so very close. I think the few ships that I was able to sink, the couple of Greek ships, and the destroyer over by Plymouth here, actually do count, because it looks like that has moved. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine through here. Auf Wiedersehen, Helgoland. Thank you for the torpedoes and the fuel and the food and the nice dry land to put our feet up. Actually, I do want to go down and check something. I want to go down, please. Thank you. There we go. What is the time? All right. That is good to know.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
I hope I get to the channel crossing at night. It's much better to do it at night. So much easier. But, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to be back when we got something exciting on the horizon. Tschüss. Alright, so we're approaching the Straits of Dover yet again. And thankfully, it's stormy, it's dark, and it's rainy. The only other thing that would help us, whoa, as I get spun around like mad, is if the seas were a bit rougher. But as it stands, if we go out into my cheaty view, it's going to be difficult to see us. Yep. Like we don't make a big profile, which is good. And yeah, it should be theoretically tough to spot us through this channel. So just go ahead, increase speed up. When going through the Dover Straits, make sure you don't have travel mode on. That would not be a good thing. Alright, what have we got? That is a warship, for sure. Ah, the rain has stopped. That is not good. And can't really see it. That doesn't mean it's not a threat. Excuse me. My throat's getting phlegmy all of a sudden. It's never a good thing. So we're just going to pop down. Ugh. And see if we can sneak past this guy. I'm betting, considering I can't see it, and we're, you know, 6 kilometers out. I think it might be a torpedo boat, because we're getting it on the broadside, and we can't really see it. So I don't think that's anything to worry about, which is good. We've got plenty of battery power right now, and of course that'll come back as we travel. So, well, let's get that mini-map back up. That's going to be useful. So, yeah. I will see you guys when something exciting happens. Alright. Wow. Sorry about that. Alright. So, we got Carrier Task Force again. Let's open that up. And we have a full load of torpedoes. So I'm not going to lie. Considering the weather, I'm pretty tempted to try and get a shot off on that carrier. Now, I'm not sure if we'll be able to sneak around the escorts or not. Or even if we're going to be able to, you know, successfully attack this guy. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and sink this carrier, but...
Engage electric motors. Current depth 10 meters.
If this guy makes it easy on me, well, I'd be stupid not to take advantage of it and sink an aircraft carrier. Now, the only thing is they are a fair distance out. They're, you know, a couple of kilometers out before they even pass my my course. And I don't know if it's going to be worth it to shift up a bit to try and intercept them, or if it's best just to leave them go past. So we'll just increase speed a little bit.
New contact. Warship moving slow, moving away. Bearing 6, long range.
Task Force sighted. Bearing 37.
Alright, well that guy's got his spotlight up, so it's probably not a good idea. Oh, come on. To try and engage this, let's just see. It is going to take a little bit of maneuvering to try and get a shot off on these guys. That is for sure. Let's just see. Out of range. That guy's probably out of range. That guy seems close. That guy is close. And I don't know with the weather if he can see us or not. But I think this is going to be worth the torpedo. Los. So let's see if that'll do anything. We'll drop that down and cut our engines because I imagine we're probably in range here. So we'll just try and keep it silent. The seas are rough. It might be difficult to see a torpedo. Let's pop up. It's obviously this guy here. So we'll follow this torpedo in. It's looking good. Or maybe not. No, it's definitely looking good.
Torpedo impact.
So that is a hit and that is a sink. We're getting good at these one-shotting destroyers. Alright, so obviously the other ships know we're here now. Because, yeah, one of their destroyers just blew up. And it looks like we've got another one taking interest over here. So let's just see. Yep, that guy's definitely taking some interest in us. Oh yeah, one of these. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is
Deeper.
just drop down. We're just going to drop down and let this guy just sail right over us.
Current depth 20 meters.
New contact. Warship moving slow, moving away.
Okay, so
Bearing
now he's pretty
3,
close.
4, 2,
We'll put
long
that up.
range.
And there he is. Searching for us. Doubtful he can find us. We can see his spotlights going. Trying to say, where is that? Where's that submarine? Where's that submarine who took out our friend? You guys don't know. You haven't got a clue. Alright, so here come the depth charges. Looks like they're going at around periscope depth. And nowhere near us. Looks like the rest of the fleet has continued on, and this guy is going to be pulling a little Yui.
Tube 2, ready.
Definitely coming back. Trying to play the hero, but we're just going to wait him out. Should be... directly over here somewhere. I think that might be his wake. Yeah, that's probably the wake. Let's just go back to the map view and let's see. There he be. And here comes some more depth charges. Safely out of range. They have no idea where we're at. They got the spotlights going again. And one thing I do want to check on, if that destroyer is still up, but I don't think it is. I think we may have missed out on the chance to watch it go under, sadly. Yeah. She's definitely under. But we had more pressing issues to deal with than just, you know, watching ships sink. So let's see. It looks like that destroyer's rejoined the group. So we'll come on up to periscope height, or depth, and then just make sure nobody else is going to be coming for us. And let's see. It really doesn't look like it. I think we're in the clear. Let's just make sure, yeah. All those other ships, all the other destroyers have joined in. So hey, I'll take that one kill. That was worth it, as far as I'm concerned. Let's just make sure nobody's coming for us. Doesn't look like it. Well, it's another successful kill for Guntram von Babenberg and the U-boat Defiance. Maybe next time we'll get ourselves an aircraft carrier. Anyway, I'll be back when something more exciting happens. All right. So we've reached our destination. I did get a radio contact of a large convoy. So I decided, hey, let's see if we can't head them off. I think this might be a good location. We might have to go back a little bit. But right now what I'm going to do is just do my usual hunting thing, dive down and see if the hydrophone can pick up anything. So let's get down to a good depth.
Engage electric motors.
There we go.
10 meters.
Oh, come on. All right. So it doesn't look like we've got anything. What I'm going to do is just head this direction. And we'll see if we can't find something. Alright, so we found a warship. Now, usually I would avoid these things, but... Diet Dr. Pepper. The reason I'm intrigued by this warship is because it's only going 6 knots. Why would a warship be going so slowly? Usually when I see them tooling around, they're going 20, 30 knots. The only thing I could think of is that it's escorting some freighters. So let's go investigate. Now we're at night. Let's... screw it. We're at night. It's a clear night and the seas are calm, but it is dark. So, the visual range on that destroyer is going to be lessened. Come on, get up. And we're sitting at 100% battery power, so if we need to do stuff, you know, underwater, we'll be able to. So what I'm just going to do is speed time up just a little bit. And what have we got here? We got some green freighters. So that's probably not a good thing. How close are we now? We're getting into torpedo range. Okay. Let's drop down. Let's pop this sucker up. So there is the escort. Can I see any more? It looks like there's a few ships out there. Yeah, ooh. And some of them are red. So I think what we're going to do is sink the red ones.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, constant distance, bearing 288.
The first thing we need to do, though, is take care of this escort.
Engage electric motors. Current depth 10 meters.
And we can see he's looking for us now. In fact, he can probably see us. So the quicker we can get rid of this guy, the better.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, constant distance, bearing 283, long range.
And I'm almost certain this guy can see our periscope. We can see he is adjusting course. And the unfortunate thing, because I'm such a lazy guy and I haven't bothered to learn how to aim, you know, torpedoes properly, is I've got to wait. I've got to wait for the right moment to strike.
Merchant, moving slow, constant distance, bearing 291.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to wait too long. And Los. Now, this guy is adjusting his course, which does have me a bit concerned. But that's okay. So long as that torpedo actually does its job. And it looks like it just might.
Torpedo impact.
Let's go take a look. Check out the damage. That's looking pretty promising. I think we just caught him on the nose. Yes, we did. But I also feel like that's going to be enough damage to probably put an end to this guy. And it is. Alright. Well then, I can assume that there's probably another destroyer on the other side of this fleet. And how fast are these guys going? 5 knots? That means we'll be able to catch them on battery power. Let's just check. We got 96%, so we're doing just fine. Now the question is, how are we going to identify
Contact, warship, moving slow, moving away, bearing 354, long range.
the freighters we can sink compared to the freighters that are friendly? If I check the main map, it looks like this front one should be safe to hit. The only question is,
New contact, merchant, moving fast, constant distance, bearing 306, long range.
alright, that looks like it might be a Polish flag. I can't think of anything else that would have white on top and red on the bottom. Poland's an enemy as far as I'm concerned. So let's sink this fucker. And then if I take a look at the mini-map, the next row is all going to be enemies, and then I think the next row will be as well. It looks like there's a destroyer up front, so I can assume then that there's one there, one there, one there, and one behind. At least that's the assumptions that I'm going to be working on. That's our Polish vessel there. And going 10 knots underwater, we should be able to catch this guy. I hope. Let's just check our... Yeah, I mean, we could tighten it up a little bit. Sort of come in more directly on these ships. The only concern I've got is if we've got escorts on these things, then chances are I'm not going to be rising up and using the deck gun for any of these freighters, but that's okay. I think we can get most of these enemies with torpedoes. Let's launch that sucker. And then see. Right, because working under this assumption, that's an enemy, that's a friendly, that's a friendly. So as long as these friendlies don't do anything stupid, like what could be going on right now, 8 knots, 5 knots, oh, I hope this doesn't happen.
Task force sighted. Bearing.
What do we got? Oh, we've got a escort ship up there. So we're sort of in between the sonar windows. I'm concerned this torpedo is going to hit that ship because it is going faster. Hopefully it gets through. It should get through. Yeah, it'll just make it. Perfect. Wonderful. Let's go check out the damage quickly. That's a big hole. But I'm not sure that's going to be enough to sink it. Time will tell, of course, if it is or not. But I'm not feeling very confident about that one, if I'm honest. Let's go ahead and check our map. And so the next grouping down here, they're going 7 and 5 and 8. Then we got some more down here going 5 and 8 and 9. That guy's going 10. Let's spin around. All right, so there is another escort ship. I don't know why you're going that way. Regardless, I don't think we can line up a shot here. Or maybe. No, I'm going to leave that guy. And just sort of focus on these ships. That's an American ship. And I'm pretty confident, considering the time frame, we don't want to hit an American ship. That guy way down there is registering as an enemy, but let's see if we can... That flag is impossible to tell what it is. I guess I could take a gamble on it, but I'm afraid that it would be one of them. I don't really want to be sinking friendly ships or green ships. I don't necessarily know that they're friendly, but they're certainly not an enemy. I don't think anyway. So that guy's way too far out. What about that guy? Too far out. this guy. He's the one blocking the Polish ship. So I know I can't hit him. And then we've got another... Is that... That's not the escort. Can I see where the front escort ship is? No, I cannot. Alright, well let's just...
All stop.
Just cut our engines for now.
New contact, merchant, moving
All right.
fast. Constant distance. Bearing.
Now we can pick our engines up again.
Half speed ahead.
Sitting nicely out of range of these escorts. And now, I mean, we're kind of in the thick of it. We're going to wind up just cruising on through all of these freighters. Now that looks like it's a British flag, so I think that guy's safe to target. Oh yeah, it would help
Closing to 5.
if I pull up a torpedo that can actually hit that thing. Let's see. Just drag this down a bit more. So that Polish ship is still kicking. But it should be damaged enough. I would hope. That I don't necessarily... Yeah, and that escort is still going forward. I don't feel like I need to put another torpedo into this guy. I might have to. But I'd rather poke some holes into some other ships here. And see if I can't just, you know, make life better for me. Oh.
Bearing 305. Medium range.
That might not hit, but we'll take it. Yeah, we'll have to go for a 2-shot on this guy. That is convenient. And it certainly looks like it's going to be a British ship. Here comes an American one trying to get in the way, I believe.
Task force sighted. Bearing 310.
What I might want to do is kick my speed up just a little bit more, see if we can't see the impact here. Beautiful. Didn't stick around long. I want to make sure I can get this guy who's fleeing.
New contact, merchant, moving fast. Constant distance. Bearing 307. Medium range.
And I don't know if I can get a shot off on this guy. And of course, this American ship is getting right close. Let's keep pulling it down.
New contact, warship, moving slow. Constant distance. Bearing 295. Long
295, okay. So yeah, that guy's blocking a shot. That looks like it might be another British ship, though. So let's see if I can't... No, that guy's not going to really get twisted around enough. We'll drop our speed down. And I'm hoping... that shot will work. Not wind up, you know, hitting another ship or anything like that. So we'll see. That's what I wanted. That view there. And we'll see if that guy's going to make it through. Because I don't think that's the ship I targeted. I'm pretty sure that's the ship I targeted.
New contact, merchant, moving fast.
Although it looks like that guy might be an enemy too.
Bearing 326. Medium range.
Alright, well that's definitely going to be a hit. Oops. I'm just not sure anymore which ship I targeted. Was it this guy? It was that guy. Let's go check out the damage. Yep, that's a big hole. That's a big hole in a big ship. I might want to put another torpedo into that guy. Well, I've
merchant,
got
fast,
the
constant
ability
distance,
to.
bearing 340, long range.
Tracking new target.
We'll do that. Oh, nice. Okay. Close. There we go. That guy's a biggin, so it might require more than one shot. And then I've kind of got to take stock of the situation and see what's going on.
Torpedo impact.
Perfect. So that's 2 torpedoes on this guy. I'm guessing same hole, just, you know, bigger. Making that hole bigger. And let's take a look. Let's zoom out and see if I can't figure out what's going on here. Alright, let's cut our engines. See if I can't figure things out. That guy's definitely done. That guy's slowing down. I think that's the Polish ship that's still traveling a fairly good speed. We got some more merchants down there. Looks like we got the escorts. There, and I think there's still got to be one up there. Okay, let's just do a little look-see around. What do we got here? That's an American ship. We're not going to be shooting on him. Not sure what country that ship belongs to. That is the British ship that I've got targeted. That's another one that I've hit. There's the Polish one.
All stop.
Yeah, all stop is fine for now while we try and figure out who we can safely shoot at. Although this guy right here is certainly blocking a lot of our view. He is sinking, so that's a good thing.
Tracking new target.
Let's see. Oh, that is so close. I don't think that guy's moving, to be honest. So
2-5. Los.
let's just make sure that that is actually going to turn correctly.
New contact, merchant, moving slow, moving away.
Looks like it, so that guy's going to be going down.
347, medium range.
Torpedo impact.
All right. That should be a second ship sunk.
3-4-3. Target marked.
And then, with my last rear-facing torpedo, I can probably get that guy to go under too. But I still feel like I've lost out on quite a few ships here. 2... Yeah, because these guys are still moving. So, what we're gonna do...
New waypoint. Course 49. Returning
Half
to
speed
course.
ahead.
Maybe half
Slow
speed?
ahead.
What are they going? 8 knots? Half speed's only going to give us 4.
New contact, merchant, moving slow, constant distance, bearing 328,
Yeah,
medium
but everybody else seems to be
Half speed
going.
ahead.
Alright, so what I'm going to want to do...
New waypoint. Course 4.
is something like that. Not sure if we hit this ship or not.
New contact, warship, moving slow, closing, bearing 277, medium
Our hull
range.
integrity is looking fine. So I'm going to assume we haven't. That guy's definitely going under. That's going to be a big ship to go under. I imagine that ship's sinking.
Task force sighted. Bearing 307.
This Polish ship, it's listing, which is a good sign. The hull's completely submerged, and we can see it's already below the water line, so that's good. And then I don't want to use that cheaty view too much.
New contact, merchant, moving slow, moving away.
Can we get
bearing
that mini map up?
long range.
seems to think I've got...
Tracking new target. Target marked.
Oh, no. Now I see what I'm looking at. Okay. So I can't... That's Greek. They're an enemy. That's British. They're definitely an enemy. Let's pull up that torpedo tube. And we should be able to get a shot off on that guy as well. And there we go. So that should hit that freighter. And then we got a couple of ships there. Let's just take a look at this. And we're getting close to mission complete here. So if I can just... Damn it, I didn't really want to hit that Greek ship. But, I mean, they're an enemy. So that should still count. I'm going to guess. We can see, yeah, we got a few of those ships there. And this warship is definitely coming for us. So let's see if we can't find... There he is. So let's get tube 1 loaded. And see if we can't take care of this escort as well. I'm not really sure. Oh, that would be why. Okay. Yes, I don't want to do that. Now, this is going to be one hell of a shot to try and make. And really, that guy looks like it would be a much better target. Because at least then, it's a freighter. Although really, it should be any sort of British shipping. Let's just see. That is as slow as I can make that torpedo go. And... it might even be that guy there. It's getting tough to tell.
Tracking new target.
All right. So we might be able to actually angle this shot. My periscope isn't freaking out as much. We might be able to get a good shot on this destroyer. Which, let's be honest, would be a good idea.
Firing tube 1.
Let's just check our torpedoes. Okay. Well, that'll be the last shot. We're going to need a few to make it home. But this is looking good. I'm fairly confident that torpedo will hit. So let's go ahead and see. Perhaps not. Oh, there it is. Miss. They just narrowly avoided it. That's good to know. We're going to dive down further. We are so close to finishing this mission.
Current depth 20 meters.
I'm not sure if that Polish ship, where it's at. This has got to be it. This has got to be it, and this ship has got to be slowing down. Because it's taking on a heck of a lot of water. And I think if this thing goes under, that'll be more than enough. Alright. We're completely submerged now. So let's just see. Well, we were always completely submerged. But at least we're under. Well, let's just see if we can't find out where that destroyer is. Oh, well, that looks like it might be a light trying to find us. So, yeah, that's definitely a searchlight. Looking through. You're not going to see us. There it is.
Current depth 50 meters.
So what we'll be able to do, possibly, if this guy decides to hang around and make life difficult for us, is to pop up with our rear torpedo tube. Because we should have... Yeah, we've got one reserve. So we could, if need be, fire a rear-facing torpedo at this ship, dropping depth charges. They're definitely on the hunt.
New contact. Merchant moving fast. Constant distance. Bearing 357. Short range.
And to be fair, he knows we're here. There's no question about that.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, he's over there now. And I'm wondering if it would be possible... No, we'd need a front-facing torpedo as well. Or we could just wait.
Tube 2, ready.
Now we got a few destroyers searching for us now, it looks like. Let's just get cheaty. Yeah, one. Is this that Polish ship? I really hope this thing sinks. It really looks like it should be. Like, this thing's definitely going to go under, and I think that would be enough to complete the mission. We just have to make sure that it goes under, is really the only thing.
Tube 3, ready.
All right.
Periscope depth.
I think the destroyers have lost interest. Can still see the smoke. Do we have two ships on fire? Nope. Just the one. So let's check on this Polish ship. That thing's definitely going under, right? Like, it has to be. It's getting lower and lower. This is cool, though. Watching ships sink while we're coming up. Haven't done that before. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, we look like we're in the clear. I don't particularly want to go back hunting the remains of that convoy. So what I'm just going to do is go back and find that Polish ship and see if this thing's going to sink. Because if it does, we're in the clear. Still moving. Ooh, maybe there'll be a little mid-sea collision here. Because I'm fairly confident this guy's navigation system's probably not working that well. Now the destroyer moved away.
Tube 4, ready.
Man, this ship, it looks like it's going to make it. I mean, that would amaze me if this thing is actually able to survive. She's on fire, taking on water, but I think it might be able to pull it off. Well, that is frustrating. Because, well, we can go up
Surface the boat.
to the surface now. If we check the mission, we should be very close to being done. We are so close to being done. I desperately need that Polish ship to sink. I don't know if it's going to. And I'm not really equipped to go after a fleet with escorts, because I need to use the surface gun or the deck gun to do the shooting. But
Recharging batteries.
yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. All right, guys. Well, at least this episode got a little exciting, and I'm pleased for that. So this is where we're going to end it. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed the video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.